What is up? It's your girl Maya back with video number 4, okay? About building your credit, all right? So in this video, your girl is going to be talking about the terms of agreement, okay? The things that you sign, all right, when you're getting your credit cards. So one of the valuable lessons, okay, that my dad taught me is to put my needs before my wants, okay? When I went off to college, he told me that, okay? And it stuck, okay? It's just what it is. It's stuck, you know? Put the things that you need before the things that you want, okay? I'm not saying not to buy what you want. I'm just saying, do you need it or do you want it? Because that's the type of mindset you need when you're purchasing anything of, you know, substantial value, okay? Like a home or a car, anything big, all right? But hold up, all right? Hold up just for 1 second before you decide to go out and make a major purchase. Because first we're going to dive into the terms of managing your card. Every credit card, loan, or anything that you're trying to get money for, okay, requires your signature, okay, to agree to the terms that they have presented to you. And let's just be honest, okay? A lot of us, we don't read those terms of agreements, okay? We may skim over it, we may skip through some things, but we don't fully read it, okay? And we should. But it's just what it is. We are all guilty of this at least once or twice. If you say you're not, okay, stop lying. You know, be real with yourself. From experience, okay, I advise you to not only read it, okay, but to read it and look over it. And if you don't want to read the whole thing, okay, because it's going to kill you, all right, at least look over the important parts of it, okay? At least do that. Do it for your girl. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for me, okay? The important parts like the interest rates, okay, the hidden fees, all right, and the penalties, okay? The penalties you get when you don't pay on time. The penalties you get when you pay late, okay? At least read those for your girl. Because the last thing you want to do out here in these streets, okay, is go out, get a credit card, not know the interest rates, or that there are monthly charges that you are not aware of because you didn't take the time to read the terms of agreement. Now, I, Maya, am not a financial advisor, okay? This is from my own personal experience. I'm just sharing. The sun is in the wrong spot. You need to be over there. Anyways, I'm just sharing from my experience, from what I learned, okay? So that you don't make the same mistakes that I made, all right? It's not going to hurt you to avoid a few mistakes along the way. You know, I learned from them, and I'm here giving it to you. Again, and I will keep saying this over and over and over so that it can get ingrained into your brain. Because if you don't, okay, if you don't make these payments on time, here's what is most likely going to happen. Number one, you about to find out about those penalties, okay, those penalties and those late fees. You're going to find out what it is. And number two, it can make your credit score decrease, meaning drop in numbers, because they count the missed payments or the late payments, okay? They count all of that. So make your payments on time, every time. And this advice, okay, it's not just about paying your credit card bills on time, okay? This advice applies to all things that you are paying, whether it be credit cards, loans, utility bills, phone bills, or anything else that you're paying monthly. Pay it on time, because missed payments show up on your credit report. I don't know if anybody told you this, but I'm telling you this. Those payments that you miss constantly, and consistently, they show up on your credit report. So if you're wondering why you can't get approved for anything, check your track record. I'm just telling it like it TI is. Maybe you should have paid that water bill on time, that light bill on time, that gas bill on time, instead of waiting until the next time when it's about to get cut off. You know, that's life. It is what it is. If you can't do it, that's okay. But if you can, make those payments on time. The reality of the situation is people will be people. People do that. People rather spend their money on things that they want instead of things that they need, okay? And at some point, you just need to check your priorities, okay? You know, now that you know that this is happening, that I'm giving you this, now is the time to make changes. Now, as far as interest rates go, you want to aim for lower rates, typically below 23% APR. Hell to the now. Like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, look to get lower rates, okay? Below 23%. 23% APR, which is the average percentage rate. And the reason I say this is because you'll get the best perks out of it, okay? You'll get rewards. You'll get the best out of it. The best you can get, okay? So look for that. But unfortunately, you don't get to decide what APR you get, because that, again, is based on your credit score. So, for example, if you have no credit, okay, you're probably going to get 29%. All right? If you have bad credit, you're probably going to get something higher than 29%. And what that is just the amount that you're going to have to pay back, you know, monthly. It's going to be higher, a higher amount. They probably give you a lower credit, but you'll have to pay back more when you pay it back, if that makes sense. So remember that a good credit score is anywhere between 670 and 739. Give or take a few inches, numbers, whatever you want to call it. But the whole thing is, the more you improve your credit, build it, okay, the better offers you will receive. Lower interest rate cards usually require a higher credit score, okay? A good credit score, which is what I just told you, 670 to about 740. And you'll receive offers such as 0% APR for 18 months, okay? Something like that, 18, 12 months, okay? You'll receive offers like that. You'll receive 3% cash back on your balance transfers. Yeah, I lost my track of thought because the car was passing by. But yes, you will receive 3% back on your cash back, or 5% back on cash back after whatever you spend. So those are the type of offers you receive once you start getting a better, higher score and building it and creating, you know, abundance for yourself. But on higher interest rates, like store cards, they may offer you a few discounts, you know, maybe 5% off, but you won't get all of the bells and whistles that you would get on a lower interest rate credit card. Now, you know, there are a lot of creditors out there. You got Chase, you got Discover, you got Capital One, you got American Express. So there are a lot out there, okay? So don't let them consume you or pressure you into getting credit from them, from those pre-approval letters that they're sending you in the mail, that they're constantly offering you through email, okay? I'm just asking you to read the terms of agreement first. So here are a few things to remember, all right? Write it down, take a picture, replay this video over and over until it is ingrained into your brain. Number one, check your credit score at least once a month. or as often as you can. Do a routine check. What you're doing is you're monitoring it for fraud or inaccuracy. Number 2, which should have been number 1. But anyways, make your payments on time. Payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. Number 3, only use your card when needed and don't use over 30% of your available credit. So basically what I'm saying here is maintain a low balance, what I said earlier. Let me just break down what I mean about only spending 30% of your credit. So let's say you have one credit card and that credit card available amount is $1,000. Okay, so you only want to spend 30% of that in totality. Okay, not at one time, but overall, which means $300. Okay, you don't want to spend more than $300 on that card. And I'm not saying go out and spend $300 just because you got $1,000. No, you're not listening to what I previously said. Stick to around the minimum balance, but try not to go over $300 whole, okay, in total on that particular card. Maintain a low balance. Number 4, don't apply for several cards at once, okay? That is the worst thing you can do, okay? Or loans, okay? And I'm about to tell you why. You don't want to do this because every time you apply for a credit card, that is an inquiry, okay? And inquiries can hurt your credit score, okay? Because you're asking someone, a lender, to come in and pull your credit every time you apply. Hey, butterfly. Every time you apply for a credit card or a loan. The more loans or credit cards you open, there's a higher chance that you will fall into debt. And the 5th thing and the last thing that I want you to remember is to keep your credit cards open with small purchases. By keeping them open will help you build credit. So, for example, let's say you have 2 cards and one you don't particularly use, you just got it in case of an emergency. You still need, or I still recommend you to at least use that card, okay? At least every now and then, once or 2 times, you know, out of the year, okay? Because if they see that you're not using it, they will close that account and you will lose that on your credit score as available credit. So what you want to do is buy some gas every now and then on that card. And when the bill comes in that month, pay that total amount off. Then 3 months from now, do the same thing, okay? But what you want to do is keep those credit cards active even if you're not using them. Again, I have to keep saying this. Your girl is not a credit consultant, okay? These are my own personal experiences and knowledge that I am giving you here today, okay? And it's all facts. These are the things that help me build my credit, okay? To a 768. And I'm trying to get higher. Your girl is just trying to get higher, okay? 850, here I come. All I'm saying is, you know, these are effective ways to build your credit. You may see me joking, you may see me smiling, but I'm serious here. You know, these are the ways to get you to where you desire to be. So in the next video, your girl is going to talk specifically about bad credit, okay? I got to give you the good with the bad. What is it? How it affects you, and how you can improve it. Because there's always room for improvement in life in general, okay? There's always room for improvement. So thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next video, okay, about bad credit. And I'll see you there. Peace.